we are going to see about the sexual reproductions in human being. So first we will see about the female reproductive system. So these reproductive systems is mainly formed because of the presence of the specific types of chromosome. That is, in case of the female there are 22 autosomes and 2 sex chromosomes, that is X and X. In case of male there are X and Y type of chromosome. So these chromosomes are responsible for the formations of these reproductive systems in human being. So let us see about this female reproductive system. So this female reproductive system consists of oviduct, ovaries, uterus, cervix and vagina. So this female reproductive system, let us see about this oviduct. So this oviduct is also called as fallopian tube. So these fallopian tubes are just like the hands. The end of these fallopian tubes contain the funnel-like structure. Then on this uterus, the pair of ovaries are attached here. So these ovaries contain so many follicles. These follicles contain the egg, also called as the gametes. So these egg cells are matured here by the process of ovulation. And for the process of ovulation, ovary secretes the hormone. That hormone is called as estrogen. Estrogen is the female hormone which is responsible for the formation process of ovulation. Then the third part is the uterus. So this uterus is the empty bag, also called as the womb. So this uterus contains it is empty bag and it is responsible for the development of the child inside this uterus. Then the fourth part is cervix, it is constricted part, and the last one is vagina. So in these ovaries, when this hormone estrogen is secreted, the process of ovulation starts here, and after ovulation from this ovary, the egg cell is released, and this egg cell is catched by this funnel-like structure of the fallopian tube, and then this egg cell passes inside this fallopian tube. So for the movement of this egg cell inside this fallopian tube, there are a small hair-like structure, and these small hair-like structures are called as cilia. So with the help of this cilia, gradually this ovum moves inside this fallopian tube. Then inside this fallopian tube, also called as the oviduct. So when the male gamete means that is sperms. This sperms when reaches towards the fallopian tube. Here in this fallopian tube, these sperms travel that much of distance, and these sperms then reaches to the fallopian tube here, and here inside this fallopian tube the process of fertilization means fusion of male gamete and female gamete takes place here inside this fallopian tube. Remember, the fertilization does not take place inside the uterus. It takes place here inside this fallopian tube. And after fertilization, now this egg cell is called as the zygote. It is also single cell. Then this zygote gradually moves toward this uterus, and inside this uterus, at the time of puberty, what happens? This uterus at the time of puberty means at the age of 12 to 13 years, here a special type of layer is formed. That layer is called as endometrium. And this endometrium is specially formed for the implantation of this zygote. Then this zygote gradually moves here, and then this zygote implant here on the wall of this endometrium, and then here the zygote gradually grows, that result into the formations of embryo. But if this fertilization does not take place, means this zygote, this egg cell, when passes through this fallopian tube, then that zygote comes here in the uterus, and this unfertilized egg then wash out or comes out through the body, through the vagina. During this process, a special type of phenomenon happen, that is menstrual cycle. So, in every month, the process of ovulation takes place here inside the ovary. So, one of the egg cell is released from either of the ovary, means either from this ovary or from this ovary. So, this egg cell, when it is unfertilized, it reaches to the uterus, and after that process, this endometrium, if it remains unfertilized, then this endometrium gradually cast off. Cast off means breakdown, and because of this breakdown of this endometrium every month, this unfertilized egg along with the breakdown of the endometrium releases the blood, and that blood and the mucus comes out along with this unfertilized egg. That phenomenon is called as menstrual cycle. So this menstrual cycle occurs every month or repeated after every 28 to 30 days. So for this purpose, the different types of enzyme hormones are released, that is FSH, progesterone, luteinizing hormones, which are responsible to control this menstrual cycle inside the female body. Then, after this menstrual cycle, suppose this egg cell fertilized, then the process of development and the birth takes place. That process of development we will see in the next period.